What's going on, Show Nation? It's Movie with Movie Gaming TV, and in today's video we got another beast gameplay for you guys, an absolute slugfest, and I also got some new jerseys in this gameplay. So guys, I think JV Gaming, if you guys know who JV Gaming is in the Twitch community and the MLB community, he's a huge part of the MLB community. He is having a tournament tonight. I'm going to try to play in that. I think you had to be a sub. I think you would have had to sub already as well, and he's hosting his tournament tonight, so I think that's what I will be doing, is be playing in that tournament, because I am a sub of JV Gaming on Twitch. So I'm going to be playing in that, so it should be pretty fun. Guys, be sure to check out the video I recorded with Cougs. I recorded a video with Cougs on Saturday. We dropped it on Sunday. So be sure to check that video out if you haven't already. It was really fun to make. Collabs are probably my favorite thing to make as far as creating MLB The Show videos. It's just really fun to play against someone and kind of interact while you're recording the video, and then you both kind of edit the video and then put up the video. So those are a lot of fun to make. I'm getting some more of them lined up with different MLB The Show YouTubers. Be sure to drop down in the comments below which people you guys want me to match up with in the MLB community, and if you guys put a lot of likes on there, then when I message these people and hit them up, I can be like, you know, like, there's a lot of people that want to see this gameplay, so you know, it kind of helps to persuade a little bit. But don't feel like you have to do that either, but that would be very helpful. So drop down in the comments below who you guys would like to see me collab with. I do think I have something set up for this week that should be pretty fun to do, but just let me know. There are some people that have reached out to me, and we're gonna try to get it done, because I really love making collabs. If you're a content creator out there in the MLB community, or any community really, try to do some collabs. You'll love doing it. It's a lot of fun to do, and I think the videos turn out really well. So be sure to check that out with Koo. So let's go ahead and do a little bit of the Royals minute here. So the Royals yesterday, they ended up getting the win over the Rangers. They desperately needed a win over the Rangers. The Rangers had owned them, I think, like 10 to 12 straight games. The Rangers had beaten the Royals, so it was great for the Royals to get a win yesterday. The game ended. It was a it was a close game all game. The Royals took a lead, then the Rangers came back. The Royals took a lead. The Rangers came back. They went into extra innings, and then finally, with the bases loaded, Lorenzo Cain hit a kind of a long pop fly to right field, and the sun was crazy yesterday because it was a day game, and Sinsu Chu, he lost the ball in the sun, dropped the ball, and the Royals won. So if your guy ever misses the pop fly, I guess maybe the sun was in his eyes, because the sun was definitely a big factor yesterday. Lorenzo had some really tough catches in the sun. Just like, you gotta like kind of turn your body. I think it's like the technique they used to use before everyone got sunglasses, so you gotta do that. There's a really tough one for Roofned Odor. Odor like really made it happen to get one of those catches. And so it was really big for the Royals, because now they are 2 games behind Cleveland, who dropped 3 to the Oakland Athletics. The Twins are a game and a half back. So it's as close as it's ever been in the Central. The Royals got today off, and then they start a set with the Tigers. They're in the middle of a 10-game homestand out of the break, which is really nice. That's just like, it's gonna be good for them to hopefully get into first place by the end of this homestand. That would be really nice. Speaking of the Oakland Athletics, there's a big trade. They traded Sean Doolittle and Ryan Madsen to the Nationals. The Nationals really needed bullpen help. They didn't really give up too much either to get them, so that was pretty interesting. And the Nationals, I don't know if that, like, everyone kind of, the Nationals and the Dodgers, they both want to get Zach Britton, And if the Dodgers get Zach Britton, their bullpen becomes electric with Britton and Jansen. So hopefully for the rest of the teams in the MLB, Britton doesn't go to the Dodgers. But if he does, wow, that makes them a really, really tough team to beat, because it shortens the game drastically, especially in the playoffs where the relievers are going to pitch a lot. They talked to Jansen about it. He's super excited. They want to get Britton. It's just going to be tough for Baltimore to part ways with Britton. I would imagine they're going to want something back, but the Dodgers are pretty much like the new Yankees as far as payroll. They have the biggest payroll. Like, their spending is, they can spend absolutely whatever they want. That is, their team is tons and tons of money, and they spend the most money. So they definitely probably have something that they can figure out to get Britton if they want to get Britton. So some things that I'm thinking about as far as the channel goes, some videos I might be doing on the horizon. One video I really want to do is top 10 players in MLB The Show, and I'm not talking about like top cards. I'm talking about the actual players in MLB The Show that are the best, the top 10 players. If you guys have any feedback on who you think that should be before I do that video, be sure to drop that down in the comments below. I'm just going to build up pretty much like a top 10 rating of who I think the best actual players of the game are, and then kind of go from there, like who I would seed in like a 10-man esports tournament type of situation. So if you want to put your ratings down in the comment section below, that would be really cool. That would help me out, kind of give me some feedback. I'm going to leave that pretty open for interpretation. I've also thought about making another hitting tips video, just because I could update it a little bit, fix the audio. The hitting tips video is actually the video that's done the most views for me by far this season. It's done like over 70,000 views, so maybe making another one of those would be a good idea, just kind of updating on what I do, especially in this gameplay. It was a really fun gameplay, and it was a slugfest, man, for sure. Alright, so I figured I'd kind of answer some Ask Movie questions. These are a little bit old. They're like about 3 weeks old, so I need to get some new questions. So if you guys have a question for me, just drop it down in the comments below using the question, or using the hashtag Ask Movie. The one with the most upvotes was from Jake Lipscomb, and he says, "Where do babies come from?" Babies come from the stork. Another question from Zecto Plays, "How do you tame a horse in Minecraft?" I've never played Minecraft before, so I have no idea. Ask Movie, "If you didn't support the Royals, who would you support?" No team isn't an answer. I would probably support the Colorado Rockies, or maybe the St. Louis Cardinals, because they're like the closest teams towards me. I also kind of like the Red Sox because I like Fenway Park. So if I really had to choose, but if no team isn't an answer, I guess that's who I would choose. Ask Movie, "Do you think Carl Edwards Jr. could go gold right now?" He is 2-1. ERA is 1.84, and he has 40 Ks. It's kind of old. I don't think he has yet, but those are pretty good stats. Ask Movie from Connor Travis, "How hard is it to make the World Series?" I don't think it's particularly that hard. It does take some skill. If you take some practice and take some of the tips on the channel, I think you should be able to get there. You know, if you watch the streams, you set your settings up and you practice and you get some decent cards, I think you could make it. I wouldn't be against making the World Series like a 1,000 rating instead of 900. I know they're not going to switch that up now because like everything's all planned out. You got content planned out. I'm sure they have like the cards they want to release for all the reward tiers. That just seems like something like you plan in advance in the off season. It doesn't seem like something that they just kind of do off the cuff. But I think if they keep the current rating system for next year's game, maybe set it to 1,000, because I think that would offer some more separation. Because I think getting to 1,000 actually is pretty hard. Ask Moody, do you think Carlos Martinez could go diamond sometime this year? I'm not sure, but he's had a really good season for the Cardinals. He was an all-star. They did move him up to gold. From your boy Andrew, is getting Buddy Bell and Ian Kinsler worth it? Ask Movie. If you're just starting off your team, it is a good collection to do the Rangers collection, because I think Kinsler's really good, and Buddy Bell gives you a nice shortstop. You don't really want to play him at third. You play like the Beltre, I should say, not Beltran, from that collection at third. Clearly the best. Do you think they will release a Reggie Stalker as one of the mystery programs? Hashtag Ask Movie. I don't know. That's a really good question. I don't know too much about the mystery programs. The only real leak I know was from, if you guys watched the All-Star stream with MLB The Show tips, well, not with MLB The Show tips, but with Ramon Russell, Dodger Films. They had like Cody Bellinger on it. They had Tyler Coe on it. The one thing that MLB The Show tips leaked was that we will be getting a diamond Chase Utley card and a diamond Justin Verlander card from some of their best seasons. So those cards will be in the game. That is confirmed at some point. Also, I'm pretty sure Joe Mauer is going to be in the game, and they're also Ramon was asking us during that stream which cards that are in the game that are like live series players, such as like a flashback Troy Tulowitzki, do we want? I'd really love to have like an Eric Hosmer beast card, flashback card. That would be what I want. But those are pretty much like the easiest cards for them to make, in my opinion, because they already have the player model in the game and all kinds of stuff like that. So it's easier to make those cards than it is to like make a Mickey Mantle card or something like that. Like all the legends, they pretty much figured out, but the flashbacks, they can maybe they don't have to like already have those planned out. Ask Movie, if you were in charge of making MLB The Show 18, what changes would you make to Diamond Dynasty? The first thing that I would do, I have like quite a few changes. One thing they should do is have like a tournament mode. Like if JV set up his tournament, they could you could like invite all your friends to a tournament like you can in an online franchise. That would be really, really sweet. So everyone, you wouldn't have to like just kind of play with friends and do it all by hand. Like a mode like that would be great. I'm really a big proponent of Sandlot mode, which is basically a term used to describe where you and a friend, or maybe even a couple friends, team up against other people. And so like, one person maybe is the pitcher, one person's like either the catcher or fielder. You kind of like alternate back and forth who hits. I think that would be really awesome to do. They got Squad 8 now with like Atron Gaming and It's Top Shelf and Cougs and Mighty Goat and TD Barrett. They're all like in Jivvy World. They have like their Squad 8. Like they could do videos where they're like Squad 8. Like possibly I could team up with like Cardinal or Rebel. I don't know if they'd have me on their team, but you could put together like a nice team as well and like compete like that. So I'm a big proponent of that. And also I want to see esports for the game, which is why I'm going to start trying to build up the esports community and start doing like rankings. You guys saw that video on the end of the season rankings. So that would be I'm definitely gonna do those season recaps so we can kind of like, so if you guys get more educated on who like the best players in the game are, I think that is kind of interesting to people. And I can get kind of like a top 10 AP poll, type of thing going on, so we like kind of have a feel for like who the best players are and kind of like get them the recognition that they deserve. So esports, Sandlot mode, and like a tournament mode. I'd like to see maybe building your own stadiums. That'd be pretty cool. I'd like to see also like where you can like drag and drop, like upload images, so that like the logo creation's amazing. It's like so hard to do, and it's just there's some super talented artists. Without them, like, I don't know where we would be with logo creation. But if we could just upload like images for our uniforms, that might be really cool as well. I also wouldn't mind if they had you know, uniforms that were from the actual teams in the game that you could just like collect. Like they'd have like uniform cards. I think that would be pretty cool. And one thing also, a really small thing is, I don't know if you guys know about those like mitts that people wear when they're on the bases to slide with. It's like a little glove that makes your hand, like, it keeps your hand protected. I'd like to see like an equipment item for that in next year's game. And then obviously the bigger things like revamping and fixing the hitting engine for next year's game would be important as well. Let's see. Ask Movie, who do you think will win the 2017 World Series? I've been on the Dodgers. Even when they were in second place, I just feel like the Dodgers are going to do it this year. And as we talked about, if they get Zach Britton, it's probably GG. You know, the Astros are out there. My pick is still the Royals versus the Dodgers. We're going to see how it goes. I'm taking a lot of flack for that. But I think just making a pick of Astros versus Dodgers right now is just, you know, it's pretty much like the status quo of what the pick would be. So I don't think that's like really like making a pick. That's pretty much just like taking the two teams with the best record and saying they're gonna meet up. I don't know if that's, that's just kind of like the obvious pick, you know. Like, I'm trying to give a pick that I honestly really believe it could happen. You know, we're 2 games out. All we're gonna need to do is get in the playoffs. So Ask Movie, the best pull you've ever had. This year I pulled Chris Sale. Last year MLB The Show tips was actually in my stream when I was doing a big pack opening on the very last card. It was like before MLB The Show tips worked for them. And I pulled like a Matt Harvey on the very last card, or the very last pack of a 50-pack bundle, which was pretty cool, and he was like still a diamond and stuff. So I think those are my best pull this year was Chris Sale, and it was like on the first day. Let's see, what's another good Ask Movie question? This one comes from Morgan Spock. I am wanting to change my in-play views. What do you use or recommend? This is a question I actually get on stream a lot. If you guys haven't seen this video, just type in movie, gaming, TV, best settings. You guys can copy all my settings. I am back to using strike zone to pitch. And I was using reticle for a little bit, but I like the wedge and strike zone the best. You can use reticle if you like it as well. I think those are the 2 best, but I don't know, I just feel like I hit a little bit better with the wedge. But check out that video if you want to copy all my settings. It'd be totally cool for you to do that. I would have no problem with that at all. So just check out that video if you haven't seen it and you want to get the same settings as I have. This one, let's see. This one comes from Nick Irizarry. Ask Movie, have you ever been a pro wrestling fan? I'm not like a huge pro wrestling fan, but I don't mind watching wrestling with somebody that really knows like about the intricacies of wrestling, that like follows it a lot, because that kind of helps with the storylines. It's pretty entertaining, but it's not something I like go out of my way to watch, basically. Ask Movie, do you think Bo Jackson will ever get a card on MLB? Do you think he will ever get into either the NFL or MLB Hall of Fame? I'm not sure on the Hall of Fame thing. As far as a card in the MLB, I think that'd be a really awesome card, because he'd be kind of like a 5-tool player. I don't know how great of a hitter he was though. Ben Nathan asks, what is your favorite stadium? I think everyone's a little impartial to their own home park. I love Kauffman Stadium. I absolutely love Kauffman Stadium, so it's my favorite stadium. My second favorite stadium though is the Red Sox Stadium. I'd love to go out to Fenway Park. I don't know what it is about the Monster. I just love that park. I think it's a really cool park. That's where I'd like to go. Just to say I've been to Fenway Park. I'd like to try that. I've heard like Safeco Field's like amazing as well. Just it's like a beautiful aesthetic park. So maybe that'd be like a cool one to go to. S movie, this comes from Daz. Perfect. I can do the Rockies, Orioles, or the Yankees collection. What should I do? I would do the Yankees collection. You're gonna get Betances, you're gonna get Chapman, and then you're gonna get Posada. If you guys haven't seen my video on all the best team epics, I think it's got about 20,000 views, and it can give you a lot of tips there. This question comes from Eric Marino. He says, ask movie, what's your best video that you're the most proud of? The video that I'm probably the most proud of is actually, I really like the one that I just made with Cougs like quite a bit. I put in a lot of effort on that. The parody video with the team epics, or the team epic grind with the Rocky thing was that video was the hardest video of the year by far. That video took 6 or 7 hours, and animating all of the stuff in that video was really difficult. That took a long time. I also like the Ask Movie videos. I do like those quite a bit as well, and I like the hitting tips video just because it did really well. I like my pitching tips video too, because I actually think that like those videos help out a lot. At least that's what people tell me, so that's always very rewarding. As we close out the gameplay today, I've heard that Giancarlo Stanton is on the move. Who do you think he should go to? I've heard he's linked to the Giants. That's an interesting piece to be out there. And one last Royals tidbit as well is I heard that they might get D. Gordon. I don't know who they're going to trade for. We really need a DH, I think, really bad. So, guys, we are able to make the CS division. I will be streaming again soon. We're going to make the World Series soon. Thank you guys so much for watching Movie Gaming TV. Don't forget to leave without leaving a like, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out, y'all.